Hi guys.
No one's on it.
Nope, nobody's there. Hello people. Hi Susie. We told you we'd be live at 11:30 and it was like 11:30 on the dot. Hi guys. I've got my co-chef, my sous chef Ava. Ooh, this is exciting.
There's already 18 people.
Because I'm so popular.
Uh-huh.
This is Mrs. Miller's daughter. I told her...
My mom's not even on it.
No, your mom's...
She's not even on
stinks.
it. I text her.
Hi. Ooh. Wave. This is so much fun. Okay, so I want to know who else is going to be making spaghetti with us. Ooh, Mrs.
Oh my god.
She's calling you out. She's like, yes, I am. Is anybody making spaghetti today? Ooh, who is it? Is it Ethan? Yes. Hello, hello.
Oh, Emma.
Emma. Ooh, got lots and lots of people. Thad, you're making spaghetti tonight, so this is your
He's learning
your
how to
first
make it.
try, or your...
Poor connection.
Who had my connection is a poor connection, or yours?
Tia's not making it.
Tia, don't be lazy.
Hello, and no, I can't make food because I don't.
Because you don't
got
have the food. Well, you'll have to tell me what you do have, like in your pantry, and we'll try and come up with something that we can make. That I don't know. You guys have the supplies for, because I'm pretty well stocked. Alrighty, let's get started for those of you who want to make spaghetti. Let me turn this around. I've got my pot set out. This is the little, like, I don't know, meat stick thing that I talked about, so it helps you break up the ground beef as it's cooking. And hey Trisha, I've got my stuff. Ooh, Bryn's making it too.
Yeah.
We're going to go ahead and fill this up with water. Hi, Erin. Aw, thanks. Fancy aprons.
How much are we making?
We're going to make like half the box of spaghetti. So here's the other thing. I don't really measure things when I'm cooking. And it drives my husband nuts because I tell him to make something and I don't do anything the same way twice. So we're going to make about half a box of spaghetti, and then when I buy meat at the store, we split it up into big freezer bags. So this is about a pound of hamburger meat. It's thawed. I had it in the fridge overnight. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Oh, I have to tell you guys, look at this awesome tripod with the light. And it is so fancy. And I have this lovely glow, although the fluorescent light above us is awful. Hi, Owen. Nice of you to join us.
There we go.
But seriously, guys, I was checking out at Walmart last night, and they looked at me like I was crazy because it was behind this little security thing, and I had to have them unlock it. And they were like, you are going way over the top right now. I am glowing, Tia, because I'm amazing. Yes, the dogs are going to be helping us in and out. So once you get the water in the pot, turn it on high so it can start to boil. I put salt in the water. I've seen things that say, you don't have to salt the water when you're going to boil it. It doesn't make a difference. I do it anyway. So just kind of like back and forth, 1, 2, 3, call it good, put the lid on it, and just don't let it boil over. Because we're getting it ready for the pasta. So when you're cooking meat, ground beef, it gets a lot of grease. So you don't actually have to put anything in the pan. You just kind of throw it in there, turn the pan on, try not to touch it with your fingers because it's raw meat. And then...
Sausage to show them.
Oh yeah, go get this.
Where is it?
I think I left it in the car.
Okay.
No, is it in the fridge? Check the fridge first. So, Mrs. Miller said that they usually make sausage in their spaghetti because then you don't have to season anything.
No.
Today, I'm just using ground beef and I'll season it.
Did I go get it?
People salt their water? Yeah, because otherwise you're cooking noodles in regular water and you salt the noodles afterwards. So if you add salt to the water, supposedly it helps the water boil faster, or it doesn't, but then you don't have to put as much salt on your noodles afterwards. So I think we missed a whole bunch of...
No.
Oh, we're not too far behind.
Jinx about that.
So, aw, thanks. The problem with the dogs is that they know they're cute, so they try and get away with a lot of stuff. So, no, we can show it to them later in the comments or something. So, can you guys see what I'm doing? Oh my gosh, we washed our hands like 3 times already today. Do you want to watch us wash our hands?
COVID-19.
Call us out.
Here, I'll wash my hands.
Yes, do not put the noodles in until the water is already boiling. I think it makes it really soggy. So right now you just have the meat in the pan, and that's on. And then you have the water in a pot boiling, but nothing else going on. All right, we've got
Happy birthday.
dish soap. This is shout out to Trace, washing our hands. Old MacDonald had a farm, a little bit of water. I watched a video yesterday. Spread your fingers out, interlace your fingers, palm to the back of your hand, switch hands, circular motion on your thumbs, other thumb, circle on your hands, little tiny circles on your palms,
Happy
fingertips.
birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
So that's the other thing. There's conflicting information out there, like how long you wash your hands for. Is it 20 seconds? Is it 30 seconds? 40 seconds? I don't know, until it's super sudsy. And then, yeah, I'm rinsing my hands. So, because nothing's happening on the stove, but got to get to work. Right. So now the question is, do you want us to use paper towels or dish towels? Because we still care about...
We do not deliver.
No, we're not delivering
You're
it.
supposed to make it.
Alrighty. But now I've got to...
I got this.
I sanitized my phone last night. Because phones are so germy too.
Where?
Here. Look, fresh, clean paper towels will even throw that out there. But from now on, I'm just going to use my dish towels. Because those are new out of the dishwasher last night. Yeah. I am having a good day. How about you, Paige? Oh, I missed you guys too. Ooh. Okay, so you probably can't hear it, but the meat is slowly starting to make sizzling noises, which means it's browning on the underside. And I love this little gadget. We got it as a wedding present, but it's basically just like an X, and you smash whatever ground meat you're cooking, and it breaks it up into smaller pieces, and makes it so much easier, I don't know, than a straight-edged spatula. But I can get that out too. So this is taking a little bit to heat up. I'm going to put the cover on it just so it helps it brown a little easier. The water's still not doing anything, so it takes a while. I thought about boiling it ahead of time so I could move on quicker, but if you guys are doing this with me, I wanted you to be able to follow step by step. So we've got our Prego spaghetti sauce. They are not paying me to advertise or anything, but this is probably one of our favorite brands, and I use different, flavorings and stuff. My husband is sleeping. He works nights, so he got home this morning at like 4 or 5 in the morning, so he's going to be sleeping until like noon. Actually, he has to go back into work. So,
my aunt's
yeah. Ooh, hi, Aunt Tiffany.
Oh, you got called
I
out.
touch my face all the time, but guess what? Here's the thing. I know that we're in quarantine, and yes, the coronavirus is a serious thing, the whatever, number 19. But I'm making food for me and my family. If I was delivering, I would be way more conscientious of it, but it's for me. So if my germs are already in me and I'm touching my own face, then guess what? I'm just gonna be there by myself.
He's a police officer.
Yeah,
In Toledo.
Yes, for the city of Toledo. Ooh, we've got some steam going on. I'm gonna get out a different spatula so you guys can see.
Dang.
So if I don't...
They say they're your best teacher.
Aw, thank you. Make sure you let Mrs. Miller know that I'm the best teacher.
Did you text
I did not test Ava. I'm going to save those tests for people who are showing symptoms or people that are more at risk. I did have permission from both of Ava's parents for her to come over, because I was with her over the weekend and at school on Monday. So if she's infected, I'm infected. If I'm infected, she's already infected. So she gets to hang out with me today.
My mom says she's the best teacher.
Mrs. Miller can keep telling herself that, but we all know who has the better fanny pack. So... Alright, our meat is browning. I'm flipping it over so you guys can see it. If I was going to use a stiff spatula or like a bamboo spatula like this, you just want to flip over the meat as it starts to get brown, and then it's cooking a little bit. I keep wanting to touch it, but it's raw meat, and you guys are going to call me out on that too. Food safety is important. Actually, I'm kind of nutso about touching raw meat and then other things.
My mom's going to make a poll.
Ooh, make a poll. Do it.
Oh, she's arguing that you're the best. She's got you there. Yes, do that, Mrs. Miller.
Do it.
You're the second best.
Rude. Rude.
See, Tia says she likes you both equally.
Aw, always the diplomat, Tia. Okay, so since I did not use seasoned meat, I didn't use sausage or anything, we're going to season our own. If you have something that says just Italian seasoning, it's a combination of a couple different seasonings, or you can sprinkle in some oregano leaves. So we're just going to, I don't know, give that a little doohickey. You want to put it in the meat as it's cooking, so that way the flavor is all in there. Your mom is still talking trash, and I'm just going to ignore whatever she's saying.
Yeah?
Yeah, it said, I don't know. No, do not do anything with the sauce yet. Okay? I'm going to keep sprinkling in there. Right now, the water is starting to bubble a little bit. We're still leaving that alone until it's a full boil. Because as soon as we dump the noodles in there, it's going to slow down the heat. Because, Oh, Ava, who do you think the best teacher is? Well, your mom's the best mom, but clearly, who's the best?
I can't say that.
Okay, so I added some oregano leaves, some basil. I'm sprinkling in some garlic powder. You can use garlic salt. I'm going to also throw in some onion powder for good measure, a little extra flavoring. If I was going all out, maybe I would cut up some vegetables or onions or something and throw in there with the meat. But I'm not.
It smells really good.
Why don't you grab our fancy salt and pepper grinders?
Both of them?
Well, one at a time.
Okay.
And go ahead and give it a couple cranks.
How many?
That's probably good.
Okay.
It really depends on your taste. You can always add seasoning to it later. Go ahead. So we're adding a little bit of salt, pepper. There's our pots boiling.
Okay. So, hold on, please.
All right, we're gonna get all of these things back off the stove. We're gonna put them away. I vote Mrs. Miller. What?
Yeah. Where should I put this one at?
Okay, just set it off to the side.
Oh, that's hot. That's gonna be hot.
We're boiling.
Now.
Why?